We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, opposed to secret oaths, opposed to secret proceedings, secret proceedings. No official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.
All right. Welcome to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host. It is June 24th, 2026. It is 8:50 a.m. Got off work at 7. Came home, ate, fed the little kitties, and I cleaned out the Cadillac because finally got my new car. I'd already bought it, but I had them fix the brakes and rotors. They said they'd do an oil change if they had time on the house, so I'm not sure. I'll have to ask my wife if, because she picked it up when it was done. I'll have to see what she said, if they did the oil change or not. So yeah, I was cleaning out the Cadillac because I'm going to get it towed off and scrapped. While I'm cleaning it out, try to pop the trunk. I go, well, shit. Battery's dead on it, so it won't pop. Then, go to pull the key out. Key's fucking stuck. So I'm like, well, shit. And I go to look at the trunk anyways. It doesn't even have a keyhole in it. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I got a little jumper. I would suggest you all get one. They're a little pricey, but we have bad storms here in Kentucky during tornado season, so sometimes the power goes out. Also, during the winter, if it's cold enough, power goes out every now and then. And this thing's nice because it's a jumper for a car, but also too, it's got little plugs, and you can run like stuff off of it. So let's say you got to charge your phone. You can charge your phone off of it. Oh, you want a cup of coffee? Plug the coffee mug into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I wouldn't suggest it because there's no telling how long your electric would be out, but you could run a laptop off of it. Watch TV on your laptop, whatever, you know. It's whatever. But it's a good little thing to have. So I plugged it up to the caddy. Got the trunk open. Cleaned out the trunk. The whole car is cleaned out and ready to get scrapped. Key stuck in the ignition. But yeah, and then it won't even start. It won't even come out. I'm like, well, good thing it's getting towed off and scrapped. Because I'm like, I can't even start this thing. But here, let me show you all my car. Alright, so this is the Nissan. Here's the interior. Pretty decent interior. It's got a couple stains. I mean, it's not perfect. It's a used car. I'll show you the outside. But yeah, 3500 blue Nissan, 2010. So this one was a 2007. I left the speaker up there. I got to get it off. It was going to cost $8,000, like I said, to fix the stupid caddy. So yeah, I've been out here cleaning it out. Gonna get it scrapped. But yeah, hopefully it's got a little CD player in it. AC works good. I test drove it twice. It seemed like it ran good. Might need some new tires soon though. Hopefully it holds up though, man. Wish me luck, because it was 3,500. I pulled out four grand. I don't know why Sammy wanted me to pull out 4 grand, but so I took 200. She kept 200, and then I gave 100 to her mom. But yeah, just wish me luck, cause I mean, I'm not a rich man, so 3,500. And now I gotta get some overtime in, try to get some extra hours, make that money back up. But I'll take you back in the house and we'll continue with the podcast. Alright, so I'll go ahead and plug my stuff real quick. Got a buy me a coffee account set up in the link below. If you donate to the channel, I will send you a bumper sticker and a signed bookmark. Conspiracy Corner. The bumper sticker's durable as fuck. I'm going to put one on my car. I've had one on my old car and it held up through rain, snow, sunshine. Yeah, and I don't have to sign the bookmark, but if you want me to, or if you don't want me to, just message me through Buy Me a Coffee and I won't sign it. But if you do want me to, I'll sign the back of it, you know. But yeah, Buy Me a Coffee. It's in the link below if you want to support the channel. Helps me pay for that car I just bought. And you guys know me, I'm not a grifter. I have a full-time job. Sometimes I work overtime, 48 hours a week, so I'm not a bum over here. But let's get on with the episode. So this is interesting. Leak exposes members of Peter Thiels' secret society called Dialog. You guys know me. We're on episode 713, I believe. We've covered secret societies. This podcast has been around for 6 years. We've covered tons of different secret societies. Hellfire Club, Freemasons, Illuminati, Sanctum. Yeah, we've covered a shit ton of secret societies. I've never in my life heard Dialog. So when I heard this story, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely report on that. I've never heard of this shit. It involves Peter Thiel. I haven't covered him too much on the channel. I did cover his little lectures he was doing on the Antichrist. Go check that episode out. I'll link it down below. I may start a Peter Thiel playlist. That way it makes stuff easier to find for you all on certain subjects. But yeah, let's look into this weird secret society that Peter Thiel has. So more than 200 of the world's elites registered for a retreat whose agenda runs from panels on cult building and sex and prepping for World War III. An associated app offers matchmaking. So, already into some weird shit. Apparently how to start a cult, sex, and prepping for World War III. So, like, I love these elites, too. They don't want us to think they're weird, or anything shady's going on. But you literally have a secret society with all these elites, and that's your focuses, or at least three of the focuses, sex, starting a cult, in World War III. Like, yeah, I mean, that's a little fishy to me. I don't know about you, but trove of internal records from a secret societies for powerful figures in U.S. politics, finance, and tech was left exposed online. Wired has confirmed, naming participants in its events and revealing sensitive personal details they were assured would stay private. So, says it was just left online, but that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, there had to have been some hacker or something who released it. We'll go through this article and see, because I'm curious. The group, called Dialog, is a private invitation-only organization. It was co-founded in 2006 by billionaire tech investor Peter Thiel. So, all the way back in 2006. it blows my mind how far back this stuff goes, because, like, 2006, like, I was a kid. I didn't even know I didn't even know what secret societies were in 2006. I was probably skateboarding and playing Final Fantasy, you know, down in Florida. Chasing girls, I'm sure. Let's see, 2006. Yeah, I was probably chasing girls like a preteen, you know. It convenes U.S. officials, foreign government figures, and Silicon Valley executives at off-the-record annual retreats. Dialog has spent 2 decades declining to disclose its members. But it says that this was... Oh, okay, here we go. A directory in the website's code was first revealed by a Swiss hacktivist, Maya Arson, Crime-Mu. Maya Arson Crime-Mu. Obviously, I'm sure that's the hacker's name, not their actual name. If I was this Maya Arson Crime-Mu, I would be a little concerned for my life. So, thoughts and prayers. Cast a little spell of protection, or you do that voodoo that you do so well. Yeah, especially like if Peter Thiels, one of the dudes, the reptile, you know, I'd be a little concerned and a little freaked out. But I mean, I guess if you're a hacktivist, you kind of know what you're getting into. You know, known for exposing the U.S. government's no-fly list and breaching the surveillance camera company Verkada. I don't know anything about this company, Verkada. If you know, hit me up in the comments below. I'm interested. Crime-U tells Wired the directory surfaced via an anonymous tip. Wired independently verified its contents. So a source separately provided Wire with the registration list for Dialog's 2026 retreat, which names 222 people. It's interesting that it's exactly 222. I would love to know the numerology of that. Maybe we'll have to look into the numerology of 222. Let me write it down because that's interesting. Yeah, if you guys know anything about numerology, if you're a numerologist, hit me up in the comments below. I know like 322 is a very significant number with like skull and bones, 32, 33 with masonry, people and records, what the list describes as each registrant's membership status and attendee type, including active member and quote-unquote guest. The retreat is scheduled for August 12th through the 16th at a venue near Dublin, Ireland. The same data lays out a program of off-the-record sessions, including Money Does Buy Happiness, Bring Back Nuclear, Navigating World War III. So, we all know, we did an episode on Albert Pike's letter to Mazzini, about basically... For all 3 world wars were already planned since Albert Pike's time. That letter's supposedly been debunked. I don't believe so. And even when we did that episode on it, which I'll try to link below in Spotify, they never really debunked it. We never found any debunk of it, you know. The museum just had it up on display for years and then pulled it off and said, yeah, it's debunked. Well, how's it debunked? It's just debunked. Battlefield Technologies, and how is your sex life? These guys are nerds. Like, if they weren't billionaires, they just wouldn't be getting laid, you know? And I'm no, like, macho Hercules over here, but I've always been pretty lucky with women, you know? I had tons of girlfriends growing up. my first wife, I was married 6 years, and I'm on my second wife. We're going on 10 years. You know, we're going to have our anniversary this year, 10-year anniversary. So I think I'm doing okay, and I'm a poor guy, but it's so sad. Like, they're literally having seminars of how's your sex life. But then again, who wants to bang sweaty Peter Thiel and man tits Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab? You know, I don't know if they're a part of this secret society, but other talks include build a cult, moderated by the founder of the Christian networking site Pray.com. So there we go. This ties. He is literally the moderator of building a cult, and he's the founder of Pray.com. I would love to know who this guy is. You guys know my opinions on Christianity. I don't like any of the Abrahamic religions. I grew up with Christian abuse. Everybody talks about SRA. No one talks about CRA. I started that Christian ritual abuse. You know, because I'm like, I get so tired of SRA, but no one talks about the Christian religious abuse. You know, yeah, I don't like these mega churches, these mainstream. I don't really like half the fucking YouTubers who are big and Christian, you know? And build a party. They have to have a seminar on how to throw a party. I'm telling you, man, these people are nerds. And I think that's why they're psychopaths. They've never been laid when they were younger. So now they just want to rule the world and just be Dr. Evil, you know? So they have to have a seminar on how is your sex life and a seminar on how to throw a party. And that's run by the former White House National Security official. Together alongside the mundane fare of typical thought leadership conference, the documents show an extraordinary convergence of power. The registration records list General Alexis Grinkowicz, have no idea who that dude is, NATO's Supreme Allied Commander, Europe, and head of U.S. European Command, who took the post in July 2025, and is recorded on the leaked list as having attended Dialog gatherings since 2021. So, super high up in the military, and this guy's going to conferences about building cults and how is your sex life. The website directories name sitting Trump administration officials, 2 U.S. senators, 6 members of PayPal Mafia, a former Middle East chief of intelligence, and a sitting ambassador to the United States, along with the founders and directors of many of the country's largest surveillance, data broker, and advertising data companies. So, for all the QAnon Trump-tards, MAGA morons, right here. It's got Trump administration officials. Because there are those idiots who still think that Trump is like some hero, some messiah figure who's just trust the plan, dude. You know. Those executives appear side by side with senior U.S. officials overseeing their industries. Auren Hoffman, Dialog's chairman, founded the location data broker SafeGraph. I have no clue what that is. And the identity resolution firm LiveRamp. I have no clue what that is. We'd have to do dive deeps on all this shit. Deep dives. I said dive deeps. Dive deep in deep dives. 2 of the most important suppliers of the consumer data economy. He appears in the directory alongside Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. He sounds familiar. Whose department writes the rules on financial data. And Senator Ted Cruz. Look at that. That's a big one. I know all about Senator Ted Cruz. He's a scumbag. So he's a part of Dialog. Interesting. chairman of the Commerce, Science and Transportation Committee, which oversees the Federal Trade Commission and its Data Privacy Authority. Palantir co-founder Joe Lonsdale, whose software runs case management for U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and data fusion for the Pentagon and intelligence communities. So we got Pentagon people in here. It's literally like the movie Doctor Strangelove, of them all sitting around this table and smoking cigars and drinking whiskey and just being fucking weirdos, if you've ever seen Doctor Strangelove. It's fucking hilarious. He is listed in the same society as Army Secretary Dan Driscoll. I had a teacher named Miss Driscoll. So an Army Secretary, and Representative Jim Himes, he sounds familiar, the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee, which oversees agencies Palantir contracts with. So all the Palantir connections, which is not surprising because apparently Peter Thiels started this secret society. None of the individuals named in this story responded to requests for comment. Imagine that. Rafi Grinberg, we got a Berg, is one of the chosen ones, who lists himself as Dialog's executive director on his LinkedIn profile and is the author of the self-help book, How to Be a Grown-Up. Did not respond to a request for comment. Honestly, though, first of all, I think it's hilarious. He's putting that he's a member of this secret society on his LinkedIn page. That's hilarious. It's not very secret if people know you're a part of it, I guess, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, like, I could see me picking up a How to Be a Grown-Up self-help book and actually reading it. I have, that's one of my guilty pleasures, is self-help books. And I struggle with that, of being a grown-up. Like, being a grown-up fucking sucks. Like, paying bills, you know, going to work, keeping your partying under control, brushing your teeth, basic hygiene, mowing the lawn, like, all of this shit sucks, you know? Trying to be a good husband. So, like, I could definitely see me actually picking that book up. Now that I know that it's written by some creep who's a member of Dialog, I'm not going to, but I'd love to see the reviews on that book. It's got to be hilarious. The registration records appear to show not only who belongs to Dialog, but who attends. Of the 222 people signed up for the 2026 retreat, according to the leaked records, 87 are marked as first-time attendees. By the way, I've always thought these retreats were just weird in general. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not judging. Well, I guess I am kind of judging you, but I've never been to a retreat, but I had like a buddy that I worked with, and he was this really nerdy guy. He cooked French fries. His name was Kevin, at a McDonald's I worked at years ago. Like, everyone kind of picked on him. I liked him, but he was like, he got on my nerves all the fucking time. He just never shut up, and he would just said the stupidest shit. He was very, well, immature for being like a 40-year-old man. He rode the bus everywhere. He did have an apartment, but like he barely worked. He didn't want to work when he did. Like, so he never got a car because he just wouldn't pick up overtime. And I don't know. He was kind of a bum. But he used to go to these Christian retreats for like weeks, you know, or like a week or 2 weeks or something. And he'd go on Christian retreats. And I just thought it was the weirdest thing. And I'd be like, what do you do? And he's like, well, we go camping and we play volleyball and listen to preaching. And I don't know, as someone who just doesn't like Christianity, I'm just like, God, that sounds like hell. Like, it sounds horrible. I mean, I did a couple things with Royal Rangers when I was younger. Like, we went to a couple powwows, and some of it was fun, but most of it I was just miserable. Even as a kid, I'm like, this sucks, dude. Others list history stretching back more than a decade, and a handful to the society's founding 20 years ago. So this secret society's been around, like I said, 2006. So yeah, 20 fucking years. None of the registrants, Grinkowicz included, used a government email address. Well, that's good. So it's not like WikiLeaks with John Podesta and Hillary Clinton, you know. All registered with personal or corporate accounts, placing their attendance outside the email system subject to public record laws. So that is one downfall, though. So yeah, they're not, well, not like they would get in trouble anyways. I mean, Hillary and John Podesta with the whole Pizzagate thing, they never got in trouble. But it does keep it out of, like they said, FOIA of Information Act, public records. So, I mean, at least we kind of know some of the shenanigans they're getting up to, as far as like how to build a cult, navigating World War III, and how is your sex life, how to throw a party. It's so fucking nerdy and so fucking stupid, dude. It just, when I read this, I'm like, this sounds so stupid. This is why I couldn't be a part of the Illuminati. Like, they'd be like, Abe, you coming to the seminar on how to throw a party at 6? I'd be like, bro, I know how to fucking throw a party. Like, fuck you. I'm gonna hang out in the room and play video games. Like, I wouldn't make it very long in the Illuminati, apparently. They're all such fucking dorks, dude. What ties the roster together more than any other title or office is a shared preoccupation with artificial intelligence, of course, longevity, of course, so like vampirism and soma and shit like that, and the near future. Asked on a sign-up form to predict the future, registrants returned again and again to the same theme, that AI will reorder work, war, education, and belief within a few years. And we've covered all this stupid data center shit. They are like gung-ho with the whole AI shit. And the thing is, it's not even that good. I've literally caught it, and we've caught it on this channel live. On the podcast, we've caught it lying to us. It lies to you. Yeah, it's just, it's, no, like, and it sucks, man. It's going to use up all the water, but that's what they want. Like Blade Runner dystopia. We've talked about it 1,000 times, you know. I don't want to be a broken record, but several foresee mass labor displacement and a swing back toward unions and government programs. Others predict an AI winter, domestic terrorism targeting data centers. I mean, no comment. But can you blame people? I mean, you guys are going to take away jobs. You're literally doubling people's electric bills, and people are struggling as is already. It's just sad. You're stealing all the water. They're literally like, just don't drink water. Well, what the fuck are we supposed to drink, man? We need it for data centers. We have to have these data centers. No, we don't. I don't even use AI. I wouldn't even want to use AI because I just said 2 seconds ago, it lies to you. That, and I know that for like every question, I think it's every three questions, it uses 2 bottles of water. Like, fresh water too. For some reason, they can never use salt water. It's always got to be fresh water. You know, if it needs all this water for cooling, why aren't they building these data centers in like Antarctica or Alaska or something where it's super fucking cold, you know? Wouldn't that make sense? That way you're not using all the water. Like, Why are they building it, in Kentucky where it gets like 80 something degrees outside, But I don't know. I wanted to cover this secret society dialogue. Sounds like a bunch of fucking psychopath nerds. Love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Y'all have a good day.